What?
Quiet. We don't want anyone to know who it is.
Yeah, no chuckling. Until the
CM
intro.
Punk on AEW Dynamite. I'm a Collision guy. I'm not even supposed to be here. CM Punk is an AEW Collision guy, and he appeared on this week's in AEW Dynamite anyway.
Yeah.
On June 21st episode of AEW Dynamite kicked off with the Guns defeating the Hardys after the Bullet Club goal provided the assist. A 4-on-2 breakdown ensued after, which prompted Ricky Starks, FTR, and even CM Punk to
Here he
run
goes.
down and make the save.
Right.
Thoughts on CM Punk
Okay. Well,
on Saturday?
he's not supposed to be here, but he's here anyway. You know why he's there, for all you idiots at home? He's there to promote the show that's going to be on Saturday. That's why he's there. I'm not supposed to be here. Of course you were supposed to be there. They asked you to be there, so you were there.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
there he is. And by the way, Mike, I got to ask you a question. If CM Punk came running down to the ring to assault you because you were beating up one of his friends, what are you going to do to him?
Beat the crap out of him.
Okay, so basically we got an angry tennis instructor rushing the ring who's not supposed to be there because he's doing a cheap plug for his show on Saturday. By the way, I saw the ratings, Mikey, and I think it was like 800-something thousand, which means that all the Dynamite people that watch on Wednesday night watch the debut episode. No increase in the rating. If
Right.
anything, probably a slight decrease.
In actuality, Farrell, I have to say this, right? It's Saturday night.
defend Saturday
it's 8
night,
o'clock on,
right. I got
At
you.
800 for a Saturday night.
Well, they did place in the top 3.
Right.
Do I have to give them credit right now? You're ruining me.
I actually watched the show.
Okay.
I don't know. Me and my wife were going to do a fire pit, and then
Okay.
somehow we ended
Wait a
up
minute.
watching the show.
I like fire pits.
I was going to invite you, but
That
then
would've
we
been-
ended up watching the show, and I didn't think you wanted to watch AEW Dynamite.
You're probably right. Okay.
But it actually
right.
was a pretty good show.
Dynamite.
No,
Or Collision.
Collision.
Oh, so
sorry.
it's
I'm saying
Saturday. You said
Saturday.
Dynamite.
I
Okay.
know well.
Yeah, Saturday I would have come
Again,
by.
Dynamite, Rampage,
Collision.
I don't even know where you come up with
Yeah.
these names.
Confusion. That's the next show. That's going to be on Wednesdays.
AEW Confusion.
It's going to be up against Dynamite. That's the confusion.
That's a great idea, man.
I'm telling you.
As they battle in the ratings.
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not either. So
That's great.
ridiculous.
AEW Confusion.
I'm not sure what. You know what? Honestly, though, okay, nice number for a Saturday night. But again, I believe that they got the number because it's the debut show, so it's sexy right now. CM Punk is on it, so it's sexy right now. If it doesn't do any better than Dynamite does in general, I guarantee you that some of those AEW regulars who tuned in for that Saturday night are going to be at the bar. They're not going to watch every freaking week live. You're not going to get this rating.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Well,
It's going to sink.
because
So-
Saturday's just a
Saturday's
bad-
all right for fighting. What are we
And-
doing?
And again, they announced, I think, on Friday night that they had signed Sir Elton John's Saturday Night song to the
Right.
theme song of it.
That's kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah. I wish Vince, what? Can't we have a few Highway to Hells here and there? All right, Saturday night's all right for fighting. Why doesn't that do it for you?
I just think that it lacks originality.
Okay.
I
you
mean-
know what they should have had? SATURDAY. Night.
I would have been into that.
That would have been horrendous. You'd rather have that than Elton John? It's got a great guitar, at least, on Elton John.
I don't know, man.
Probably
I just,
the only song that has great guitar on Elton John.
What is the deal with AEW and these 1970s songs that they use?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
What
because
does
they're
Orange
wrestlers.
Cassidy come out to?
Maybe because their wrestlers are in their
Jane from,
70s.
Jefferson Airplane.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that we liked that, though. Don't we want them to?
I like that music, but it's like, it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
This isn't the time for that type of music for this type of audience.
White Rabbit was cool for Bray.
Yeah, but that was White.
And then Bray showed up, and now nothing's cool for Bray.
Exactly.
Yeah, whoops. Oh, by the way, once again, so I ask you, since, you had your fire pit and you're watching Saturday's Collision, did you enjoy the 8-man tag team match? 8-man tag team match,
honestly,
which I hate. 8-man.
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
The thing that caught my eye again, and we were joking about her in the beginning because we were talking about how bad names are, right?
Right.
But like Sky Blue
Okay.
has kind of won me over. She's
I'm
got the
sensing
goods,
that.
this girl. I mean,
Okay.
why put a stupid name on her like Sky Blue?
What'd you want her to be called? Jet Black?
Well, you know what? Let's introduce our special guest, and let's ask him what he thinks of the name Sky Blue.
Sky Blue.
So Mantor on the couch. Mantor visiting
Thank you, everybody. It's a privilege to finally be on the original Monty and the Pharaoh sofa.
Yes.
I can't tell you how happy I am to be here right
Many,
now.
many asses have sat on that couch.
Is it
Yes.
comfy? Are you
But
comfy?
I am the first guest on This Week in Wrestling.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
So that is huge, right? So,
Yes.
Again, Mantar shows up.
So being a pro wrestler, Sky Blue as a name for a wrestler. Thoughts on that?
Cloud puffy, sky
Well,
blue.
Yeah, I mean,
Pink
at
sky.
least, they're right. The sky is blue. But I don't know if you want to put that on a wrestler. For
That's what I mean.
God's
Could you
sake.
have any lack of
Retarded. That's
creativity
like
there?
Why?
A lack
The
of
khaki part is
originality.
sun bright.
No
It's coming up
originality
any
there
minute.
whatsoever. Everybody knows the fucking sky is blue. Why you calling a wrestler sky blue, right?
Yeah. But the shame of it is we used to joke about her, right, because of the name. But she's a hell of a wrestler, man.
Tell me what makes her great. You're into her. I can't say I know.
Her flow. So, okay. I'm an old school guy,
What,
right?
what kind of flow are you talking about, Monty?
Oh,
Not
boy,
that kind
here
of
we
flow.
go. Oh,
When I look at
He said it, right?
when I look
He
at
did.
when like old school wrestlers, right? Bump and grind, kind of into that. The new style,
Slow
right?
and
the,
bump and grind.
the-
I don't know if I like where this is
the
the,
hell
going.
is
the
he
high
talking about
spots, the high
anyway?
spots aren't
We're
great.
talking professional wrestling here.
But when you look at the Young Bucks, right? Their
Okay.
matches have a real flow to it, even though
Yes.
it's stupid
Of
and
course they do.
cartoonish.
I got
there's
you.
a major flow.
a lot of
there
cartoon
is.
Sky,
shit going on when they're wrestling.
yeah, but Sky Blue has a flow, but it doesn't look cartoonish.
Really now? Okay.
Does she have blue trunks on?
She has blue trunks on.
Of
Maybe
course.
that's why, brother, because she's, floating like the sky is blue.
Maybe.
Let me ask you a question. What would Vince McMahon do with Sky Blue? Let's think Vince. First of all, what does the name become?
He would turn her into transgender Tilly.
Transgender Tilly?
Yeah.
What color does transgender Tilly wear to the ring?
I don't know, purple.
I was going to say periwinkle blue. She's still wearing blue, but
Sky blue.
Davio says her backside makes the sky blue.
this is such a wow! What a clean show we have today.
I know you bring
What?
Mantor
Mantor
on.
What
shows
fans you
up.
got on this show anyway, brother?
Here's a serious note, and this is why it's really good that Mantor is here.
Okay,
WWE star Dana Brooke hits back at haters after trolls celebrate her injury.
that's bullshit.
Dana Brooke has responded to a heavy criticism from the WWE fans as her performance on NXT this week. The former 24/7 champion was jeered by the live crowd and trended on Twitter, with many people posting cruel remarks about her talents in the ring, while some fans celebrate as she appeared to be injured.
Oh, boy.
While it appeared the knee injury was part of the story, fans could still be heard singing and mocking her as she was helped onto a stretcher, despite currently being positioned as a fan favorite on the screen. So the brutal response has not gone unnoticed, as Dana has taken to Twitter to address the backlash in a pointed way. She tweeted, "All right, I get it. You all think I suck. Got it. Noted. Awesome." I don't know how that's a response. I mean, big deal. And then Vince Russo chimed in, and he had the opinion that
Shut
he
up,
thought it was
Vince.
Ritzy.
Who cares
So,
if Vince Russo what he
You
said?
chime in about fans.
Okay.
Mantar
Vince
chime in
Russo.
about fans,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to ask the real question.
Listen,
Well-
Vince Russo is one of the cocksuckers that came up with the Mantar gimmick.
Yeah, well, I'm not
Shows
surprised.
you how sharp he is.
I'm not surprised to hear that. Yeah, he's a lead pencil. And who cares if you have Vince Russo backing you? That's not really like, oh boy, I got Vince Russo on my side. I'd be looking for the other side. Listen, I thought that, you know what I really don't get? I'm pretty sure that this is coming from a lot of young folks, young wrestling fans that did this to her. I could have sworn that, isn't this the generation where everything's like, give someone a chance, it doesn't matter what's between your legs, everybody should, you got to be loving and kind and all. What the hell are you assholes doing treating her this way?
Well, that's the
What
problem
is
with
that?
smart marks. That's a problem with smart marks. They're just too smart for their own fucking britches, right? They don't know how hard it is to go out there and do our job on a nightly basis.
So I knew you were going to say that. So keep going, but I knew you were going to say that. So go ahead.
They don't appreciate us sacrificing our body for them, for their fucking entertainment, and
They're paying you, aren't
it's-
they? They're buying a ticket, aren't they?
Yeah, they're buying a ticket.
So that's appreciation
But
right
you know
there.
what? I could go out there and do nothing, and like they said, Dana Brooke did, go out there and do nothing, and still get paid the same fucking money. You know, it's hard to show up on a nightly basis with your A game. You know.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. You just said you could do nothing. So as a fan, then I could go on Twitter and rip you the shreds, right? Because I just spent my hard-earned money picking garbage, right? And you didn't
listen,
perform for me. You did
For
not
example,
perform.
for example, if I got some guy in a headlock and they're chanting fucking boring, well, you know what? Them chanting boring is just going to make me hold on to that headlock even longer. I don't give a fucking shit if you're chanting boring. I'm going to hold on to that headlock until the cows come home. You want me to fucking do something? Get off your asses and put your hands together. Start cheering. Give me a reason to get up and fucking do something. But don't chant boring and expect me to get up and do something because you're chanting fucking boring. I don't give a fucking shit what you're saying. You know, that's not. I don't have to.
So wait a minute.
I
When your Cowboys are shitting the bed, right? Just use the Cowboys. They're shitting the bed. You're going to go, come on, guys. You're great. Keep going.
Wait a minute.
I'm
we've
going
been
to
doing
say
that
it's
for
the same
50
old
years
fucking
with the
Cowboys.
Jets. What are you talking about?
No,
Come on,
no.
guys.
Oh, no,
Oh, you
no.
don't. Huh? You just sit there. Wait a minute. You turn it on and you
And
go,
hold on.
all right,
Oh,
losers.
No,
do what you do.
I go like this. You suck. I throw shit. Yes.
I
But
do
listen,
too.
but listen,
But
why
we
did you
keep
look
tuning
at
in.
me and point to me and say your Cowboys? You know, why did you have to use your Cowboys? We could have used your fucking
Dolphins.
piece of shit Jets.
I should have said
And
Dolphins.
now hold on a second. We got
Okay.
more playoff wins than you in the last quarter of a
Oh,
century.
stop it,
And that's
man.
a fact.
You don't even
So-
have. I mean, you don't even have any
mention
wins,
Aaron
do
Rodgers
you?
Oh, stop it. So no, my point is, you're looking at the side as a wrestler, but what about as the football fan that you are? Do you not scream and bitch and moan about the players
Listen,
on your
I
team?
truly believe the NFL's fixed.
Ooh.
Okay, wait.
Wow.
You're skating the question, Mighty
No, I'm
Mantle.
not.
Yeah, you are. So as a football fan, do you go on and you complain about your quarterback, your running back, your wide receivers, your safeties? Or are you sitting there screaming how bad they suck?
No, but listen, if they're legitimately hurt,
I don't think it should be.
you can't go out there and
Something wrong
say,
with
well, he should have done better. When that guy's fucking hurt, how good do you want him to fucking be when he's hurt?
Right.
You know what I mean? When
So
you're
when
hurt,
you're- when-
you're not at 100%.
When you're on DraftKings and you're dropping $500 and the safety breaks his leg, you're not saying get off the fucking field, get out. You suck. Get someone else in there.
No, I'm hoping
$500.
that I bet on the guy that caught the fucking football and ran 80 yards for a touchdown.
No, what you're doing is you're playing it towards as a fan. That's what a fan is. Why do you have to? You don't know what we do. I was a professional wrestler. You can't do what we can.
They don't.
get
They
it.
just have
I
no
get
idea.
that.
They have no idea what we go through
I get it.
to be able to perform like that in front of them and for them. Right? We have to be at the top of our fucking game, physically, mentally, in all aspects. You know, you have to show up, and it's hard to show up on a daily basis. I would say it's much easier to show up once a week than it is on a nightly basis. You know, I mean, I truly believe that.
So let me ask you
The toughest
something.
sport out there
Would
is
you have rather
professional
been the
wrestling.
mighty Mantor wrestling 12 minutes a night or being a garbage man working 12 hours a day?
Well, I mean, that's a dumb question, right? But I earned that fucking spot to be
I'm not
the
saying
mighty
it, but
Mantor.
again-
Motherfucker, that spot wasn't given to me.
I get it, but on the other hand, fans hating on you is part of the deal.
But I don't give
You're
a shit if
legitimately
fans
hurt,
fucking
though?
hate on me. Why she got such soft skin? This fucking.
So now you're
Dana
changing. Now
Brooke?
you're agreeing with me now.
You know, fuck for don't,
By the way,
what
Isban,
sense does
this
that
is
make?
This Week in Wrestling. It's not an interview, but I have to ask a question. Isban wants to know.
This was This
why
Week in
were
Wrestling.
You Goldust's bodyguard only for one pay-per-view?
Ooh.
Because fucking New York was stupid and didn't want to keep going with it. Even when Goldust said, "Hey man, I think this one could turn into something," right? They just thought that having two people leading one guy down the ring was a little bit too much.
So they brought you in just because he got injured, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they were like, "Okay, you're done," because
Yeah,
they didn't want to take him off the pay-per-view.
No, they didn't because he was the main event with the Ultimate Warrior for the Intercontinental Championship.
I gotcha.
But he blew his knee out on the European tour. So they knew he couldn't really perform, so they had to come up with something that he could do. and doing that little skit, the director's chair was all he could do, because it took everything he had just to walk to the fucking ring. I mean, he was legitimately fucked up.
All right, back to the original subject. Pharaoh first.
I personally
Just because you're not a wrestler,
yeah.
do you have a right?
I have a right to do whatever I want, but I also have a moral obligation to myself. If I see that a wrestler is hurt, I am not going to be the asshole because I paid to watch him get injured. Ha ha! Screw you! You suck! I hope your leg is ruined. What is
And
wrong?
by the way, she really wasn't hurt. She went on and wrestled. So
Okay. You know what I honestly think? I honestly think that the crowd sees her as a prop, a Vince McMahon selected female wrestler who doesn't have the goods, and they decided to let her know because they're a bunch of marks.
Well, do you
That's
think?
what I think.
And your thoughts
You know?
there, Mighty Mantor?
Well, listen, again, it's all about what they're telling you to do, right? I mean, you might not want to go out there and wrestle and act like you're fucking hurt, and go through all that fucking bullshit, but they're telling you to fucking do that. And so it's kind of hard to say I'm not going to fucking do that when you got an opportunity on TV to give everybody what you got and you're the fucking champ. You just can't do that. So you got to go out there and do what they tell you to fucking do.
So do you think it's right that the fans try to shake all the wrestlers by using the Stone Cold Steve Austin what? Do you think it
Oh, they do
ruins the
that all the-
programming?
I got to admit.
I think it's retarded.
I remember when it first started. And when it first started, it was great because Austin was doing it. But once I started to see it like an infection slip into other people's promos, other people's matches, other people, I was like, oh my God, this thing's taking a life of its own, and I could do without it.
What?
I still don't like it to this day when they do it. I'm like, shut up and stop trying to be the show. You paid to watch the show, not become the show. So I have a problem with that. That's me. It's my opinion.
Do you think, Mantor, that the fan, me and Jimmy, perfect example,
Yeah.
have infiltrated the business that you love too deeply and now it's out of control?
Yes, because they think they know every fucking thing. And they're on the wrong side of the camera to know everything, right? I mean, they might want us to do something and they might want to live their life vicariously through fucking us. But you know what? In real life, that shit don't work like that. You can't live your life through fucking me because I'm just going to end up disappointing you because your expectations might be way above and beyond on what I can do.
But answer honestly, though, does it bother you, like fans, because this is all we are, like me and Jimmy, have now infiltrated this type of business and have
Personally-
established a foothold in it, and we have never stepped foot in the ring, don't know anything about it, and what does that make
Now-
a guy like you feel?
Mike Francesa never stepped on the baseball diamond. He's a sports genius.
But he was a sports writer for a very long time.
So
right?
what? He wasn't playing the sport.
Okay,
Boomer
well-
Esiason would be the first one to tell him, you don't know shit. You weren't in the locker room. I'd rather
Yeah.
hear Mike Francesa's opinion half the time.
And honestly, I don't give a fucking shit what they think.
That's fair.
If I did my job according to what the fucking fans think, I would have never been Mantar for fuck's sake.
By the way, Mitch
gotta
Seinfeld
have a
wants to
thick
know
skin.
why are your eyes closed.
What?
Mitch Seinfeld wants to know why
It's
are
good
your eyes
weed.
closed.
What's the problem?
Yeah, it's good fucking weed.
That's why I'm
Good
asking the
fucking
question.
weed.
Good Florida fucking marijuana, brother.
Lou says smoke.
There you go. Did you bring any extra? I mean, next question.
So what is the answer? Do you feel that the smart mark has invaded the world of wrestling?
Yes, because they think that they're just too fucking smart for their own britches. They think they know everything.
Does that start with the original Smart Mark, Dave Meltzer, or what are we talking here? Is it when
Yeah.
when your buddy Scott Hall tore the tore kayfabe apart, or
Dave Meltzer's a whole nother fucking talk show. Right, that fucking guy. It's people think they know everything, and they're sitting in front of the TV watching. So what the fuck do they actually know? If they knew everything, they'd be there with me. Right? So, what they have to understand is we only have so much in us to give. And when we give everything we have on a nightly basis, some nights we might only be out there 75 or 80% mentally in the game. Because maybe the setting or the arena or whatever the reason is isn't enough for you to get 100% excited that night.
We don't pay 75% of the ticket. How come he's giving 75%?
That's a good question.
I might be fucking hurt.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
Or because I just don't fucking give a fuck that night and I want to
that's
take a
not
night
different.
off.
You have to give
I
a
want to
fuck.
take a night off and get paid. So who gives a shit? Right?
So there again lies the honesty that I'm trying to get to, right?
I think
You
we
know,
found it.
when Vince was fucking working us over 300 days a fucking year,
350.
nobody was saying, oh, Mantar, can I come do your laundry? Or, you need a place to stay. I'll give you a nice home-cooked meal. And, if they fucking feel sorry for you.
I just want to do some quick math on that because there is a movie out there, or a documentary called 365 Days. Where,
365.
No, it's
363.
Right.
Not every single day.
Right. So anyway, no, it's 350 days, right?
I think so.
So how many days are in a year, Farrell?
It's 365.
Okay.
Unless it's a leap year, it's
Perfect. Hold on.
366.
Perfect.
What?
So 365.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's some people. But we'll just call you work 300 days a year, right? Big
Okay.
deal. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But hold on,
Okay.
I just want to do
Yeah,
math.
I'm with you.
365 days a year.
Yeah, right.
So the regular job, how many holidays you get? 5?
I'm never off. I don't know what you're talking about.
You get 5?
Yeah.
We never got
How
holidays
many,
off.
Hold on. Just doing some quick math.
Yeah.
Weekends. How many weekends are in a year?
There's 52. Why?
Okay, that's 52 days off that you have,
Yes.
right? 5 holidays, that's 57,
Yeah, right.
right?
Yeah.
You said how many? 365, right?
365.
How many weeks vacation you usually get? 1 or 2 weeks?
If you're lucky.
So let's call it 2 weeks.
Right.
14 days.
Yeah.
You know how many days you're working?
No.
Quick math. 300.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
300.
Yeah.
Seems like a normal thing. Just saying.
For somebody like you, it might seem fucking normal because you go to work at 3:30 every
No,
fucking
but yeah,
morning.
And you work
my
more
point,
than
look,
350
you
days.
are a special human being. Okay, that is when you're an athlete, which you are special.
Yeah.
That's undeniable. All I'm saying is that as a paying fan, I think you have a right to hate. You have a right to boo. You have a right to make fun of people. You have a right to do whatever you want. You don't have to respect
No,
the
there's
people
nothing
you're
wrong.
paying
No.
to see.
Of course not.
No, and that's why,
Of course not.
in my defense, when I say I don't give a fucking shit what you say or think, that's perfectly why.
Exactly.
Because you have,
That's fair.
everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you like me or if you love me, as long as you do something.
Right.
Make your decision.
Right.
Right? As long as you either know if you like me or hate me, you want to boo me or cheer me, you want to throw shit at me or send me fucking flowers, make your fucking mind up. I don't care what you decide. That's your decision.
Right.
Right? So therefore, I don't give a shit about what you say, or it's not going to affect my work in the ring just because you say, well, he had a shitty match and he sucks now and, he was hurt and act like he was hurt.
And let's not forget the fans who are hating on Dana Brooke for these last 10 years.
Right.
When she's finally retired like you and you go on the circuit and you're signing up, those same fans are going to tell you how much they love you. Because they really do.
Yeah.
They loved hating you.
Yeah, sure they do.
Right?
This felt a little different, though, than they love hating you. They love to hate MJF, but loving to hate someone who's being taken out on a stretcher?
Here's the reality. They're trying
She
to...
doesn't generate that kind of
Yeah, but they're so
response.
smart that they're not looking at, well, she's getting carried on a stretcher. She fucking must be hurt. They're thinking, well, that's all the fucking show.
Exactly.
She's not really hurt, but she ain't really wrestling
And
either.
they're trying... And they're thinking that they're trying to get her over as a face so
Right.
much. They're like, screw her.
Just a-
I hate her. And it's not working.
Just a weird observation, and you tell me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong about Dana Brooke herself, the wrestler.
Sure.
Was she ever as green as the Bellas? Is she that bad? Did I miss something? I understand she's not the elite wrestling women
I
out
got
there.
to bring up the Bellas.
Because the Bellas were as green as that wall over there.
Yeah, they were the drizzle and shits.
They were horrendous.
She has the same odor on her.
Okay. As the Bellas?
No, as the new Sergeant Slaughter girl.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh,
All
Lacey
right,
Evans?
Lacey Evans, who I
I
love.
understand.
But she just can't get over.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
matter
Lacey
what
Evans
they
has
do.
a hard time of getting over.
Yep.
No matter what, she looks fucking great. Her
She's-
body is
it
Could
doesn't-
wrestle,
her body
gorgeous,
is
everything.
missing.
tremendous shape.
There's something missing.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
sure.
called it. It's just they can't. They just don't. Look, we talked about it. They don't have it.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah, they just ain't got the charisma or whatever it
You
is. They
don't
just ain't got
Absolutely
it.
agreed. By the way,
It's
the
not
new
their
one,
not their stick.
Trish's sidekick has it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I love Zoe.
yeah,
Oh man,
but not good looking though.
I don't care.
I do.
Oh Jesus! Every chick female's got to be good looking, otherwise forget
Listen,
it.
men
So much
do.
for fabulous.
If you're on
Moolah.
professional
What
wrestling
the-
TV, yeah, you better be fucking good
Oh
looking.
come on, man.
Yeah.
How can't we have any nefarious villain chicks who look like evil
Let me
and
ask-
stuff?
let me
I
ask
mean,
you
why does
something, Mike.
everyone got to be a Barbie doll?
Mike, let me ask you this question.
I don't know.
In
I don't
wrestling,
know.
women in wrestling,
Oh boy, here we go.
how hard was it for them to get the respect
Ah,
Oh, super
in the
fucking
locker
hard.
room and everywhere
Super
else?
hard. And I'll tell you, the biggest
Sherry had to have respect.
thing
Sherry,
that
Martel.
they had in their favor for them to earn the respect of the locker room was the person who was training them on a daily basis
Okay,
was Dave Fit Finley,
Fit Finley.
because he's considered one of the toughest SOBs in professional
Right.
wrestling.
Right.
And not too many people out there can wrestle better than Dave Fit Finley. And so the boys in the back recognized that, and they seen these girls were coming out with Finley's fire and Finley's ideas, and they started getting over, and they started earning more respect. And the more that they showed up, the more respect that they've received. So I'm happy that Dave has brought the women's division at the heights that he has brought it to, because Dave Fit Finley pretty much taught me the job, even though the Maligos trained me in Florida for 11 months. Dave Fit Finley taught me the job in Germany. So I have a utmost amount of respect for Dave Fit Finley. Very good friend of mine. And but I'm glad to see that his knowledge, he was able to share that knowledge with all these females, and it made him so much greater. And they appreciated all the hard work that he was putting into them. They appreciated the time that he was invested in them. And they knew that he was genuine. They knew that he was the fucking real deal. And because Dave has the respect of everybody in the locker room, everybody, even the fucking janitor, respects Dave Fit Finley.
RJ Hudson says, I don't think Dana sucks. I just think she needs to try to come up with something to get WWE attention. Dana is definitely better than the Bellas.
Thank you.
I will tell you that. I love you, RJ. No way. The Bellas
No,
have
they have
it.
it factor.
They
You're
had
correct.
it.
If we're only talking in wrestling skills, then I agree with RJ. But if we're talking, what's going to sell tickets, there's no contest. The Bellas do have it.
All right, so real quick current updates.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Rumors have it Logan Paul is going to win the men's Money in the Bank. And
Okay.
then, let's see.
Now, you know why I have a problem with that?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
L.A. Knight. Yeah. Are you not here? You are hearing it, aren't you, when he comes out?
Listen, LA Knight is one of the hottest things
He
on television
is so on
right
fire,
now.
and the only thing
All
that's
right.
going to stop him is the script writer's pen.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
Hold-
for sure. Most definitely.
Hold on. You're running the organization. LA Knight's hot. Got it.
He's not
Logan
Logan.
Paul?
Yeah, I'm going with Logan.
Logan Paul?
I'm
He's
going
hot,
with Logan
too.
Paul.
You got to go with Logan
I'm
Paul.
going with Logan Paul.
Yeah,
but
because-
my personal, who I want to see win it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I got it.
Do you like L.A. Knight? Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Good.
But I don't like him as much as a lot of people. I think he's good.
Right.
But you have to understand that Logan Paul was over before he got to
Logan
the
Paul's
WWE.
great.
Well, that's all that
Okay?
matters, right?
LA
Logan Paul's
Knight, LA Knight is just showing up
Right.
and making the name for himself.
Right. But I
so
tell
there's
you-
a huge difference there,
But I
right?
tell you what, though.
Logan Paul is used to the spotlight, used to the millions of dollars.
Right.
He's used to all that, right? LA Knight, this is his first pretty much shot at big time, right?
At the big time, yeah.
And so but he's doing pretty well with what they're giving him right
look
now,
at
what they're
how-
letting him do.
look
He's
at-
fucking over like Rover.
Look at how seamless Logan Paul has adapted to professional wrestling.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guy is a natural. He's got it in.
That family is athletes.
They're amazing.
Athletic,
Logan
very
Paul
athletic.
is great. He's
So
great on the
I,
mic.
I agree. Like for the wrestling fan, they'd love to see LA Knight,
Yeah.
but you got to go Logan Paul.
Right.
You got to have that guy running around with a briefcase for the next
Oh
year.
my God!
Oh, for sure.
I would love that.
Acting
I
all
really would.
cocky.
Here, on the other hand, doesn't make sense to me.
What's that?
The inside track for the women's Money in the Bank is Io Sky. And I'm, just coming off of that match in Puerto Rico, I still think it's like she's not that over.
Who should be the front runner for the Money in the Bank for the women?
Well, who's in it right now?
You see what I'm getting at? Io Sky is, I know for as far as her grappling, no one's going to touch her. Io Sky can go, man, but I don't know.
We got Becky's in it, right?
Yeah, Becky
And
can
Trish
go.
is in it. You got to give it to Trish.
You're going to give the suitcase to Trish?
I think so.
Wow.
Listen, I think that
And then
would
her
make more
sidekick gets
money.
jealous.
I think it would make more money if you put it on Trish.
Absolutely. You know what? At the end of the day, if
You
they're
can make
smart,
it
they'll put it on
extend it
Paul and
longer.
Trish. If they're just going to, go for it that way. Interesting.
All right, guys, we're out of time.
We are?
In about 10 minutes, we've got our regular main show where we have Tommy Cairo in studio.
Excellent.
Did you know Tommy Cairo at all?
No, I don't think I.
So
recognize
Tommy
it.
Cairo, if people don't know him like yourself, watch this show.
Oh, yeah.
This guy
yeah.
has
ECW.
quite the story.
Yep.
And I'm talking about like many lives lived. This guy has
Sure.
lived it. So, Mike, you're heading back to Florida,
Yes.
and you'll be back in New York for a
In
signing.
a couple months, yeah.
In a couple months, and you'll
Sweet.
be in studio.
Sweet.
Yep.
Which will be awesome. Be looking forward to. So let me ask you, for the fans that will see you, I don't know. I'm asking, will you be wearing the Mantar outfit for photo ops?
No, I might be lucky if I paint my face.
Oh, well, that's what I mean. You'll be painting your face. You
Yeah,
think?
I'll be painting my face a couple times that weekend.
Cool. So, guys, remember, you come up here, you'll be able to get pictures with the Mighty Mantar, which is, again, we've discussed this numerous times. As bad as people think that gimmick was, it's one of the most remembered gimmicks in professional wrestling.
Absolutely. It's decades later, and he's making public appearances.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Totally
Right?
agree.
Fellas, thanks for having me on the show. It's been a
And
great
real
pleasure.
quick,
Thank
just
you,
a
man.
quick shout
You
out.
too.
Your
Thank you
beautiful
for-
daughter is here, and
Yes.
your wonderful father, who I got to speak to for a very long time, is here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could you talk about them for a quick minute?
What's the score, Pops? 0-0.
No,
College World
we've had a
Series.
blast for the past couple of weeks. We've been up on vacation, touring the East Coast. And, it's really, really beautiful. I forgot how beautiful it really was up here.
There you go.
But yeah, a lot of good food, a lot of friendly people up here, and we've just had a blast. And we're all grateful for having the opportunity to go on vacation and have some fun and enjoy ourselves. I'm trying to live my best life every day, so it just keeps getting better and better. And I've been traveling my whole entire life, and I took my first ferry ride tonight, from Connecticut to Long Island
Wow.
to come see you guys. So, you know what? That's one to write something down right there. That's on my bucket list things to do.
By
Ride a
the way,
ferry.
Loose Cannon out there says shout out to your podcast. He loves it, and that's the Mantar Memoirs.
Thank you very
where,
much. Appreciate it.
You just shot in studio, and then moving forward, we'll be shooting from your Florida location every Thursday. Going to be posted every Tuesday. And it's basically the life of Mantar, not just necessarily about wrestling. It's about
Right.
sports.
It's about everything,
It's
man.
about everything. It's about everything that's going on in his life. It's Mantar's memoirs.
That's what it's all about, sharing my life, my stories. And, I'm just trying to share and trying to entertain and trying to make somebody laugh, trying to inspire somebody, trying to put a smile on somebody's face. Who knows? They might even start crying. Fuck. Sometimes I cry on fucking when we're doing the podcast.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just happened last time we were on there, man.
That's right. All right, this has been This Week in Wrestling.
Yes.
You've been watching This Week in Wrestling with our special guest, Mantar. That's Monty.
Ooh.
I'm the Pharaoh. And until next week in wrestling, later.